guys, welcome to Sport Lounge. Man, February 22nd was sweet. Fury did what many people thought he couldn't do, including myself. I knew he was going to win, but I couldn't predict a seventh round knockout. It was stunning. But how did it all happen? Let's take you by just summarize the fight. Going into the fight at first, and especially during the weigh-in, I had predicted that Fury was going to come in around 260 pounds. I was shocked when I saw 273 pounds, but I wasn't scared for my prediction still, because Fury has unbelievable stamina, and it's something that I have always known. At first, his comeback fight, he weighed a lot, and still he was able to go the 12 rounds. Wilder, however, weighed to 31 pounds. Weighing that, I was shocked with Wilder, because one, Wilder has skinny legs, just like my legs. Skinny legs, and how do you want to support that much weight with your skinny legs? 231, I was shocked. And I knew, I said Wilder was going to tire in the second half of the fight. I didn't know Fury was going to tire him out even from the second round. Going into the fight, at 273 pounds, Wilder 231 pounds, I already known that it's going to end up in a knockout for Fury, because Wilder was going to tire. Second round came in, first round came in, Fury stuck it on him, staggered him with a couple of shots in the first round. Wilder too landed some of his power shots, like 2 or 3. Fury was unfazed. Second round, Fury put it on him, and it was obvious that Wilder was getting tired. Third round, Fury dropped him with a right hand that, if you heard the sound, it was like boom. God, Wilder went down. It was like it went down as if his legs were clipped. That was how dramatic. It was that dramatic. When he got up, he wanted to go straight back into the action, but his leg betrayed him. He was tumbling all over. Fury wanted to take his time. He wanted to ensure that he didn't walk onto a right hand. The third round went out. Certainly, Fury was just pushing him all over the ring before that went out. The fourth round, the same thing. Many of the Wilder fighters, Wilder supporters were already clamoring for a second win, but Fury did not let him rest. He was on him. He was mauling him. He didn't give him 1 second to breathe. I thought if Fury had set up a right hand behind some couple of jabs, he could have gotten Wilder out, but Wilder did well surviving, trust me. Wilder was moving his head well, he was moving his body out of range. He really did well surviving, because from the third round upwards till the knockout in the 7th round, all Wilder did was survive, and he tried. He really did great at that. I was actually extremely surprised by how Wilder was able to survive. Then the 6th round, Wilder was bleeding. Fury was licking up his blood. Man, Fury was nasty. He was nasty while doing his thing. And that's what makes this sport sweeter. 7th round, Fury. Before I get to the 7th round, at the end of 6th round, my friends and I that were watching a match together, I saw the way his coach, that is Wilder's coach, held Wilder's head close to his mouth and was whispering something. I told him the towel is about to come in, because Wilder was being beaten up. He was just surviving. His legs were gone. He didn't have no breath in him. 7th round, Fury was putting it on him. Then the towel came in. The referee had to wave it off. Fury, the lineal champion, the Ring Magazine champion, and the new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, is done the unthinkable. coming from depression, coming from weighing over 400 pounds. He took the first fight on a very short notice, and he still got this done. Fury really is unbelievable. He was a huge underdog in Las Vegas. The punters had him 50 points to win by knockout. Imagine. At 273 pounds, Fury's stamina showed no weakness. Fury showed no weakness. He was on him all night. So, at first, someone was now telling me, how do I compare, was asking me, how do I compare this loss with AJ's loss? It's different. They are similar in both ways because both of them underrated their opponent. AJ actually came out with this persona in the first fight that he didn't underrate Ruiz, but I think he did. But Wilder made a huge mistake. You fought someone, even though you said you had problems with your right hand, you fought someone when he weighed a lot. He spent almost half of his training camp losing over 100 pounds of weight. You fought him and he boxed you to a draw. You had the opportunity for a rematch and you were saying comments like, he has pillow fist, he has this, he has that. I knew he was going to get stunned because when you say stuff like that, it sinks into your subconscious. Many of these motivational speakers will say, speak positive things. He wasn't meant to talk like that. He had underrated him. He thought he was just going to show up with the right hand and land it. Come on. When you get to the top and you face the top opponents, you don't expect them to just fold after testing your right hand. No! They'll come at you. You give them one, they give you two. That was what Anthony Joshua saw in the first fight. It is not this easy. I hurt this guy. I dropped him. He got up. I was trying to take him out. In the midst of that, he sneaked in a left hook that clubbed me, that concussed AJ. AJ was gone. AJ survived till the 7th round. And it was also different because AJ actually, what made many people still trust that AJ could make a comeback was because AJ made a mistake. The first round was going well. Fine, AJ was extremely heavy for that fight. But the first round, he did well. Second round, he did well. Third round, he stuck it on him, dropped him. And he made a mistake to go in and trade with a faster opponent. And he got caught. But Wilder against Fury, Fury just mauled him from round 1 to round 7. Wilder didn't win one round. One round. At least against Ruiz, AJ won like 2 or 3 rounds. You could arguably give him 3 rounds. Wilder, nothing. And AJ, leading up to the second fight, certainly he had learned his mistake, though it was a loss. If the first fight, many people said Fury beat Wilder. In my opinion, yes, I agree with that. He beat him up, but they just had to rob him of the victory. Deservedly so, because he got dropped twice, so many people couldn't really argue about that. But this fight, Fury has shut all mouths. The Gypsy King is back, and he has gotten his throne. No one. Maybe my boy AJ will do it, I don't know. So now, where does Wilder go from here? Some people ask me that. Wilder will have to taste defeat. He will have to learn some very hard lessons. He will get torn down by so many people. Wilder kicked AJ a lot when he was down. Wilder spoke a lot of shit about him when he was down. And why I like AJ was, even till now, I've not heard AJ say anything. I'm sure AJ will not kick him. AJ is going to say he can make a comeback. We try and encourage him. That's what you do. Fine, it's a competition, but you still ensure that the mental health of your other colleague is on point. If not that AJ had a strong mentality, most of those things that were said would have affected him. So Wilder has to dig deep. He has to come back stronger. He has no option than to do that. He has to do so many things he doesn't do normally. He has to do road work. He has to improve on the strength of his legs. It's okay to have skinny legs, but if your legs are strong enough to support your weight, then that's good. The first time I predicted that Wilder was going to lose was the first fight that I was meant to have with Povetkin in Russia, which was cancelled because Povetkin failed the drug test. Wilder was going there weighing around 230 or over 230 pounds. I was like, why are you doing that? Povetkin was going to kill him. But it's all good. Wilder has to dig deep. He has to look for strength wherever he can find it. And he has to ensure that this doesn't keep him down. So someone also asked me, AJ Fury, who do I think will win? As it stands now, Fury is going to beat AJ. Because Fury has done the game plan that was implemented on February 22nd was super. And it's a game plan that I believe would beat someone like AJ. But AJ is obviously better studied than Wilder. And AJ is gifted more technically. AJ has sparred Fury before and he dropped him about 3 or 4 times. So AJ certainly has a chance. I won't sleep on AJ. I would like to see how AJ comes out in his next fight. I hope he's not thinking of an undisputed bout with Fury straight away, because AJ is rusty. He's not fighting regularly, and those things can affect fighters. Fighters need to be under the light regularly, even if it's against bombs. You need to fight regularly. AJ hasn't been doing that, and he needs to ensure that he doesn't go for an undisputed bout immediately. That's all for me for this. Let's be happy for the Gypsy King. AJ needs to hit the gym, start training. He needs to work on his legs too, because he will need his legs against Fury. Man, whatever Anthony Joshua is going to bring to the table against Fury, Fury will be ready. If he wants to move around, Fury has that reach to just jab him. Oh God, Fury is a problem. Trust me.